Have you ever thought about running your own U-Haul dealership? Do you have space in your commercial property that you could potentially rent out U-Haul trucks? If you're anything like me, I've been amazed how much people are paying for U-Hauls, especially going from California to Texas. Where if you're moving from LA, San Fran to Texas, depending on the city, people are paying $5,000 at the peak of the pandemic to get a U-Haul, where the reverse track Texas to California was $1,000. So I was curious how people are making this much money basically renting out U-Haul trucks, and how much U-Haul dealers make, and if it's a profitable business to consider. One of our analysts dug into the annual report from Americo, the parent company, and it trades on the NASDAQ under UHAL is the ticker. And we went through the financial earnings together, and really a wealth of information there, as well as just over the internet seeing how much dealers are making and if they're happy with the commission structure. So first off, U-Haul, it's no stranger for most of the listeners and people that are watching this video. U-Haul is one of the largest storage and moving rental companies in the United States. They provide a wide range of services: rental trucks, trailers, self-storage units, moving boxes, moving supplies. They've really become the number one for those that are really looking to do it yourself. I did it myself once when my brother and I were in the early stages of our first company, and funds were tight and we were moving apartments, and that was not a fun experience. Nothing against U-Haul, but I'm very happy to pay for professionals to help me with the move, especially with tons of books and really heavy objects. It definitely takes a toll on your body, and I have a big admiration for moving professionals after doing it myself one time. So back to U-Haul. After being founded by Leonard Schoen in 1945, U-Haul expanded franchising basically through existing gas stations. So opening a franchise typically it has a big startup cost. The franchise fee, $20 to $60K usually for a single location. U-Haul's model is not a franchise, and there's no upfront or required fees. You don't have to pay a thing to be a U-Haul dealer. All you need to do is add a U-Haul truck and trailer to your own business, have that visibility. If it's a higher visibility place, it's going to be better. You're going to have more flow. You fill out the application on the U-Haul sites. A representative reaches out and can provide you with the rental trucks and trailers. So U-Haul claims that you'll get more customers to your whatever your pre-existing business is, whether it's a storage facility, gas station, car wash. The reviews are pretty mixed. They do boast that they have one of the highest commissions in the industry at 22% on average off equipment transactions originating from your location. So if someone picks up the truck from your location, it's originated from your location. So probably better opening in California rather than Texas right now, with just the flow of people going California to Texas. And Glassdoor.com cites that the average U-Haul dealer is making about $75,000, which isn't that bad, but take that with a grain of salt, because there's not that many U-Haul dealers that are self-reporting on Glassdoor.com how much money they're making. On different forums for car wash owners, storage company owners, the reviews are pretty mixed. And you have someone that said, "We were a U-Haul dealer for 3 months. It was a lot of work for very little money." The busy time for U-Haul is the same for the car wash, Saturday, Sunday. So you don't need a U-Haul, just my 2 cents. And then a self-storage owner said that 80% of your time being spent for 5% of your income doesn't add up. Don't even get me into the drawbacks, LOL, in reference to U-Haul. So you have other comments, largely negative on being a U-Haul dealer, where essentially it's just a lot of time for not much money, and it's not really driving so much incremental sales or profits to your core business that you're hosting the U-Haul truck and renting the U-Haul truck and services from your existing business. So it might make sense for someone that really needs to have that extra source of income, or potentially you have extra labor too that you can help staff on the U-Haul side of your side business. But you got to definitely be mindful of your time. And it's not worth most of the time diverting your attention for the minimal profits that you would get from being a U-Haul dealer. I would say for the average business owner that has some space, it's probably not even worth considering a U-Haul, becoming a dealer. But depending if you're in a more rural location, if you have low labor costs already, it could be something to look into. There's not a cost to get in. There's not a cost, to my knowledge, to stop being a dealer. But again, it comes down to your time. How much is your time worth? Is it worth being a U-Haul dealer, or is it better to focus on your core business, whether that's a franchise or your independent business, and just focus on growing that business and potentially opening up a second location?